Namaskar friends, keep learning with Export Import Make in India campaign. I appeared for the interview in the Mindarica few days ago. So what question asked from me in interview we will understand. So lot of question asked in interview for Mindarica positions, Deputy Manager, Import Export, location Manesar. So the first question asked, explain about yourself. Okay, explain about your family background. Okay, and such basic question asked, why do you want to leave the previous company? Okay, so multiple question asked at the time of interview. So let's discuss one by one. The session may be the longer, so we'll divide the session in the different videos. Okay, so in this session we'll understand first question which asked in the interview, what is the complete process of the import you handled? Okay, because I mentioned in the resume, I have handled the import process, end-to-end process dealing with the supplier. So how I handle the process? I answer this question with that interview and import manager for the process. Okay. So I just explain to him what is the import complete process. Okay. So this process is quite simple if you understand and if you have some knowledge regarding the import, you can easily understand. So same word I use in the interview, I am going to explain with you. So first, just like we are working in a company, in our company we are sitting in the corporate office and we have multiple plants in the all over the India. So what the process start of the import, just the plant, just like factory, they requested for the import to the for procurement teams, and then after that they align with the import export logistic team. Okay, so what is the first process? They ask to the procurement team regarding the material, machine or goods, whatever requirement. So they request. So for this request, they prepare the performa invoice. For the request, they prepare the purchase order. Okay. So what if the deal is regularly going on the import process? So we have some sample of the performa invoice of the supplier. So as the base of this PI, we can prepare the purchase order. Okay, and we can ask the fresh PI for the shipment also. Both can be done. If you are the regular customer, then you can place basis of the previous order. Okay, but in the new, if you are new, then you can ask for the performa invoice from the supplier. Okay, so here we are import export team sitting here, and the team which is working in the manufacturing process and handling the factory location, so they are required the machinery. So they requested the PI. Okay, so in this PI, the detail regarding the goods mentioned properly, like item description, value, port of loading, port of discharge, quantities, okay, and the delivery locations, all the thing mentioned in the PI. Okay, so as per PI, we can prepare the purchase order. If any problem with the PI, just like Incoterm want to change or payment terms need to be changed as per favor of the organization, then it can be amended before the placing order or creating the purchase order. Okay, after negotiation, the Incoterms, payment terms, and port of loading, port of discharge, then we can prepare the purchase order. So this is the first step in which we place the order. We place the order as a creating the purchase order in the SAP. Okay. Then once we create the purchase order in SAP, the export logistics come in this process. Okay. So how this export import logistic team work? They ask the readiness of the goods at the supplier location. Just like we are sitting in India and our factory in the India. Okay, so once we requirement of the goods as per availability of the all over the global level, we will ask to supplier of the readiness of the goods so we can arrange the pickup of the goods. Okay, so what we'll do, we just ask if goods are ready, then confirm. So once supplier confirm that the goods are ready, Then based of PI, we take the rate from CH and freight forwarder. Okay, multiple say, because that we are not working in the simple company, but we are working in the good company. So, for example, we cannot take rate from the one single freight forwarder, because that management can ask question with you, why are you using the single freight forwarder? You have to use the multiple freight forwarder for the get competitive rate. Okay, so what we'll do, we will take rate from the different freight forwarder. For example, we are going to import the machinery part from the Russia. Okay, so for the location, we ask from the supplier of the Russia the readiness of the goods. Okay, and the as per details mentioned in the performa invoice, goods value and volume dimension, we can take rate from the different CHA for the uh, origin to destination, like a Russia to India. Okay, so for example, freight forwarder one giving the uh, 400 rupees per kg, second one giving the 500 rupees per kg in INR, and another one giving the 600 rupees in INR. Okay, so we need to check out which one is the best at the cost level and the service level. Need to appoint the same. Okay, then what we'll do, just we appoint the freight forwarder. The next step is ask the pickup location from the supplier. So this is a supplier in the Russia. We will copy this mark copy to the freight forwarder and ask the pickup location of the goods. Okay, so once the goods are dispatched from the Russian supplier, he will share the commercial invoice and packing list. Okay, and the freight forwarder we arranged for the picking these goods as a exverse. Okay, terms incoterms is the exverse, because we are picking the goods from his factory. So this is the exverse incoterms. So once he pick the goods, he will share the airway bill. Okay, if goods are picked up in the sea mode of sea shipments like a container, then they will freight forwarder will provide the bill of lading. But here goods are in the air case, so we receive the airway bill from the freight forwarder. Okay, so what we'll do, we need to check out and verify this document. First, we need to check out the commercial invoice is as per our Indian government rules and regulation, like incoterms, payment terms, all the billing details, all the details recorded properly or not. In the same way, need to check out the packing list properly. Okay, and also need to check out the address of the delivery, supplier address, all the goods A to Z detail need to check out in the invoice. Then we also check out the airway bill. Okay, in the airway bill we need to check out the delivery locations. Okay, description of the goods, and the port of loading, port of discharge. Okay, this thing need to check out properly. So after checking and verify the documents which we receive from the supplier and freight forwarder, we share this document to our CHA. Okay, because the goods are departure from the origin. So before these goods arrive in the Indian seaport, we need to share this document and file the bill of entry. Otherwise, government Indian custom will fine charges 5,000 rupees per day. Before arrival of the goods, we need to file bill of entry. Okay, so what we'll do, we share this document which is received from the supplier and the freight forwarder with the CHA. Okay, for the filing of bill of entry, and need to update the DSR and GIT. DSR means the daily status report, and GIT is the goods in transit. This is the status of the shipments can be measures, like on which date shipment is departed from the Russia, and on which date the shipment is loaded in the ship or flight. Okay, so every moment of the shipments can be monitors by the GIT and DSR by date, like it's on which date the shipment will departure. Okay, on which date shipment will arrival. Okay, and what is the custom clearance date. So once we need to make the strong DSR and GIT for monitoring the movement of the goods to avoid any halt or any problem in the import. Okay, so once we share this document over the CHA will share the checklist. So we need to approve this checklist as per our document received from the supplier, like a packing list, invoice, and error bill. As per this document, we need to check out the all details in the checklist. Okay, like a address of the exporter, address of the importer, AD code, GST. Okay, then currency, exchange rate, okay, item description, HSN, basic custom duty, IGC, all the details need to be checked out properly. After that, the coordination with the custom clearance, okay, once goods are received in the custom, okay, then we need to coordinate for the custom clearance, okay. If any documents required from the government side like a BI certificate or FSI certificate or any kind of certificate which is required and mandatory for the import need to be update and share with the our CHA, okay. So he will arrange and complete the custom clearance process timely to avoid any demurrage and detention. After that, this process done, like custom clearance process done, then we need to negotiate the transport from airport to our factory. So need to arrange transport and also arrange e-way bills for the delivery. Okay, just like a we have imported the 50 kg of the box. Okay, so this box need to be delivered from airport to our factory. So for this we need to check out the rate from the different transporter to save cost and time. Okay, so we negotiate the rate with the different transporter. After that, the goods will deliver to the factory and the SAP, and we can say the warehouse person or stock stock keeper person will make MIGO of the goods. After that, these shipments payment need to be done. Just like we receive this good from the Russia supplier, so we need to make payment as per the payment term to the supplier. Okay, so this question also asked in the interview, uh, how you can manage the supplier payments? How can you make timely supplier payment as per the terms? Okay, so I answer the same. I prepare just like a DSR and mention the payment terms date. Okay, and we make the payment and prepare the set of document to the finance for the payment. Okay, then we also make payment of the CHN freight forwarder and transporter. Okay, so this all payment need to be done of the delivery of the goods. After that, we need to submit the proof of import document. Okay, so we know that when we import any goods, the IDPMS, we file the bill of entry from custom, and this data of the custom will transfer to the DGFT, and DGFT transfer this data to the IDPMS. This is the ISGate total, where this entry is open until we cannot give the proof of import. So once we share the proof of import like a commercial invoice, packing list, purchase order, bill of entry, then this entry will close. Okay, so this is the end step of the import. By submitting proof of import, we can say the document against import by closing IDPMS entry in the custom. Okay, so guys, in this session we have tried to understand what is the complete import process. Okay, so the question was asked asked from me in the interview which I have appeared in the Manishers, okay, few days ago. So guys, the multiple question are asked, so I will try to share the what are the question asked in the interview, like how to apply for ICM, uh, how to place the order with the supplier, dealing with the Director General of the Commercial Intelligence, how to apply for the SIM. Such multiple question asked. So we will discuss in the next session. So guys, thanks for watching the session. Have a nice day.